Florence and her mum Victoria join me now alongside campaigner Bryony Gordon. It's so good to see all of you. You have done so incredibly well. You really have. It's absolutely brilliant to get where you are now, to be sitting here. It's stressful enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
it really is. It's absolutely fantastic. So,
yeah,
but do you sometimes have, like, how was the weekend, knowing that this was coming up?
Yeah, I was really nervous about it, and you know, I was having bad thoughts. Oh my goodness, what if I'm ill or have a huge panic attack? And I still have a daily struggle, but I was really excited, and I'm so proud that I'm doing this today.
No, absolutely.
I hope to help lots of others.
Well, that's the thing, because I know that there would be people watching who are in exactly the same position as you, might not be as bad, it might be worse, we don't know, but they'll see you sitting here, and the bond that you two have got is amazing, but they'll see you sitting here and thinking, oh, I'm not alone, this isn't just happening to me, because don't you think that's a horrible thing?
It is, yeah, and I felt so alone, you know, when it started, and when I realised I could speak out and talk openly, it helped me so much, and I realised that I wasn't alone. I had people that could help me.
Because sadly, not that long ago, it used to be, oh, pull yourself together.
100%.
Didn't it? Yeah,
I mean,
oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Even when Flo was excluded from school, you know, the issue of sort of brushing it under the carpet, there were no real signs of it in the early stages. It just manifested, and her way of dealing with it was literally almost like a stroke-like attack. And, you know, that was a big deal. But it wasn't until sort of many, many years later that actually they connected the episode as a baby to then actually creating the mental health itself.
You've obviously been talking to Prince Harry about that as well. He was so open with you.
Yeah.
It was great to see that. It really was.
No, it was lovely. I didn't expect him to be that open. But you know, this is the culture, you know, like Flo talking and coming on, and which is amazing, and you should be really proud of yourself. And it's that great, there's suddenly this kind of opening up. It's like the genie's out of the bottle, and we're talking about it, because the thing about all mental illness, the thing all of them have in common with each other is that they lie to you, and they tell you you're alone, and they tell you that you're a freak, and they tell you that no one else can understand what you're going through. And that's just, it's lies, because, you know, 1 in 4 of us, so, and there's 2 in 4, and I don't know, you know, on this sofa right now.
Oh, I think everybody has anxiety. I mean, I wouldn't get it to the extent, clearly, that you would get, but I think everybody goes through that.
Yeah.
But we kind of maybe still don't want to talk about it a little bit. We're getting better, though. We are getting better.
We're getting
But also, mental health is such a wide spectrum, from
Everybody's
anxiety through
There's no
to
one size
physiological.
fits all.
100%.
Well, just as physical health covers everything from, say, the common cold through to cancer, mental health covers everything, yeah, from anxiety through to, you know, schizophrenia. And it's a no-brainer for us to be talking about it and investing in it, because, you know, happy country, healthy people.
Of course.
And it's really, and also that it kind of spirals out to loads of other things, you know. So, you know, addiction, you know, antisocial behaviour, lots of these are caused by, you know, poor mental health.
The key thing for us, though, is not just talking about it. Sitting here today and sharing our story is fabulous, but we've got to make change. Talking's the first bit,
of course.
but you've got to make, you know, people have really got to understand and make the changes through from care plans. You know, what we've been through, everything is a battle. And when you're dealing as a parent with somebody who is so fragile that Flo, at her worst, could not leave the house. You couldn't get her into a car. And, you know, the battles you have to go through. We were lucky enough to get the psychiatric support to come to the house, but I had to fight for that, because they were saying, look, we want it inpatient.
Not everybody
has got the...
I mean, you're a tigress. You're fighting for your daughter. And I'm with you. I am with you 100% on that one, I think. But not everybody can do that.
No,
and
they
that's
can't.
hard.
And that's the other thing, for people to get support for themselves. Whoever's caring for that person, you know, people just don't understand the pressure.
This is the thing. This is why it's important to talk, because, you know, it's really hard for family members and friends to understand, you know, but also I think, you know, yesterday we had the government, the Tories announcing sort of sweeping plans, you know, shake up of the mental health system. But, you know, they talk the talk. Yeah, we really need to see people walking the walk.
Because actions speak louder than words.
They certainly do, Melanie.
We wouldn't have stigmatism. We wouldn't have the stigma on mental health. This is Flo's big thing. If actually they made mental health equal to physical disability, and we wouldn't be. There would be no stigma. There would be,
the moment you get kids turn up at doctor, you know, if you've got the courage. If you've plucked up the courage to go to the doctor and say, I think something's wrong with me, you know, in my eyes, you're a hero.
Sure.
Yeah. And then they give you a prescription for antidepressants and then say, you know, we can treat you with talking therapies, but here you go, you're put on a 6-month waiting list. I've heard that with children of 14.
Absolutely.
Who are, you know, are desperate. And it is, can you imagine if I turned up, one of us turned up to a hospital with a broken arm and they said, we can treat you, but I'm afraid you're going to have to wait 6 months. There'd be an outcry. You know, mental health foundation trusts, there are only 2 in the country that are rated outstanding. Can you imagine if that was the same with education trusts?
I'm with you, girl.
Yeah.
Girl power.
It's a revolution.
But we need to get the people to actually come out and talk. It's all very well them sitting in London or wherever. They need to get out and talk to real people. You know, Prince Harry did a marvellous job.
Yeah, he did.
And he had courage, but he has a huge support network around him. Yeah. Real people are suffering in silence and don't have the ability. They're on waiting lists. They don't get the right therapy. We really have to make this moment count.